Hello and welcome to our channel. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. And if you're new here, please give us a like and show us support by subscribing to our channel. Thank you so much. Now, without further ado, let's get into the video. If I point out a crowd of 10 people, can you tell me who's rich and who's not? It might seem obvious. The wealthy people will be wearing expensive jewelry and clothing. They will be acting high class and confident. The truth is much more subtle. Many of the wealthiest people don't like to flaunt their material success. Here's how to find out if someone is secretly rich but hiding it. They are endlessly curious about new ideas and information. This deserves the top spot on any list of signs someone is secretly rich and wealthy. I've never met a rich person who wasn't curious as an individual. Even when they hear about a subject they have never heard of before, they want to know more. They have learned that crucial life lesson about success. You just never know who you are going to meet or what topic you are going to hear about that builds your next empire. It's not even really about money at a certain point. It's about a fascination with how things work and the potential of new ideas and theories to transform the world. People who are secretly rich don't care about posing in front of their Learjet or wearing a necklace worth $500,000. They care about learning and meeting interesting people who can expand their horizons. They go easy on using their credit card for optional purchases. One thing that truly rich people don't do is flash their card like a reckless monkey. They go easy on using their credit card for optional purchases because they are well aware of the power of debt to sink you like a stone. Those who show off are often doing nothing more than bragging to the world about how far under they are in credit card debt. The only exception here is someone who is secretly rich and uses his or her credit card for necessary business purchases and long-term buys in order to accumulate valuable points or rewards such as for air travel, consumer goods, or cash rebates. They know their purpose in life. Another telltale sign that someone is secretly rich and wealthy is that they know their purpose in life, and they don't go around bragging about it. They quietly get on with what they need to do, and they let the results speak for themselves. In fact, knowing and following your purpose in life is one of the most foolproof ways of becoming rich, not just in terms of monetary wealth, but also rich in your lifestyle, your relationships, and your inner well-being. But what happens when you're sick of hearing the same advice spouted in the name of self-development? What if those techniques, meditation, visualization, and positive thinking, don't work for you in terms of finding your purpose? If you have found that no matter how many gurus you follow, no matter how many new and old age techniques you've tried, nothing brings you closer to living the life you want, you're not alone. It's hard to pin down their career to just one job. One of the most interesting signs someone is secretly rich and wealthy is that it's hard to pin them down on just one job. This can be confusing since what you do is often one of the first questions we ask when we meet someone. If you ever met a low-key individual who smiled at that question and said something like, "Well, I do a few different things these days in Sector X and Sector Y," then you may well have been talking to someone with serious money. Secretly rich people don't do labels. They have passed that level of the game and are now working in multiple markets and areas to bring their plans into fruition. They laugh at rich douchebags who show off. One of the best signs someone is secretly rich and wealthy is their ability to laugh at other rich people. In this sense, they are just like the rest of us. They find the antics and ego tripping of some rich folks hilarious and ridiculous. They may share a laugh with you and at the guy flashing his expensive watch ostentatiously or at someone using the "do you even know who I am" line on a restaurant server. We all know the kind of rich folks we are talking about here. They bring out the talents and skills of others. People who are secretly rich often got there by maximizing the input of others. After all, one person can do some great things, but a team of people can take us to the stars. Secretly rich folks are keenly aware that everyone has value in certain contexts. They tend to be appreciative and observative about others, and to notice their contributions and skills. Then they create projects, endeavors, and partnerships that help bring those talents out. They don't crave quick fixes and short-term profits. People who are secretly rich often raise their eyebrows at the nouveau riche or those who have come along and made a quick buck. It's not just a matter of taste and decorum, it's also that those who are truly wealthy and don't show it understand the value of patience and long-term thinking. They are willing to put off short-term profits or big bang ideas in favor of slow-burning plans and startups that could take years. They are in no rush. In fact, they savor the hard work and dedication that it takes to build something from the ground up. They are skilled at forming new connections and sharing ideas. Some rich folks are recluses with oddball interests who don't like talking much. But even these types will usually have a strong ability to connect with who they want to connect with in their own weird way. One of the top signs someone is secretly rich and wealthy is that they understand the completely irreplaceable value of personal networking and forming connections. One of the most integral parts of becoming wealthy is building bridges instead of burning them down. As such, those who are rich will often display this ability to form connections and find commonalities with those around them. Their money isn't on display. Some rich people like to flaunt their wealth. As I was saying, it's often more about displaying their credit card spending limit than their actual wealth. Those who are secretly rich are more modest. As Neil Patel writes, "When I was starting out in business, I was dazzled by displays of wealth. Since I was money hungry myself, I tried to seek out people who looked like they had wealth. I soon discovered that most of those wealth displays were pure show." They have infectious optimism. Optimism and innovation are the two key ingredients to wealth, along with never giving up and forming connections wherever you can with people who are on a forward trajectory. If you meet someone with a kind of infectious optimism, they don't brush it aside so easily. For one thing, we can always use more of this in our troubled world. They skip the name-dropping game. There's a thing that attention seekers and the nouveau riche like to do: name-dropping. Yeah, so that's when I messaged Beyonce just to get her opinion, you know. Well, congratulations. It sounds like you know Beyonce pretty well. Those who are secretly rich and not trying to show off skip this whole name-dropping game. If a mutual contact or friend comes up with naturally, they'll be open about who they know or don't. But they don't bother bragging about how important they are. In fact, they often seem to intentionally want to underemphasize who they are. They don't enjoy reckless spending. This is in line with the points about not overusing credit cards for frivolous expenses. One of the biggest signs someone is secretly rich and wealthy is that they don't enjoy reckless spending. You will often see a wealthy individual become frustrated with his or her kids because they spend on stupid things, for example. That's because they know their kids don't have the same respect for a dollar as they do, and they worry about their discipline and future prospects. They are modest and don't brag. Real wealth isn't looking for applause and recognition. It's looking to build, invest, and grow. If you're looking for clear signs someone is secretly rich and wealthy, then look no further than modesty about wealth. Even when you see someone spending power, their luxurious home, or their name all over various boards and company mastheads, they shrug it off. Oh, that, sure. Low-key rich people I've met also often enjoy talking about their upbringing, especially if it was in more modest or working-class origins. That was today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it and that you learned something interesting. Comment down below what you liked the most about this video and suggest any topics that you would like to hear about in future videos. To show us support, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel, and I will see you in the next video.